Today is October 23rd, 2020. My name is Charles Suter. In the next 5 minutes, I'll be presenting to you a life skill called goal planning. My major message is that you only need to plan enough to get started. One of the key master processes you need to learn to live a good life is how to achieve goals that you set for yourself. The quality of your life journey and the enjoyment of the destinations along the way depend on your ability to achieve goals. The key element of this process of setting goals is implementation planning. A good enough plan has just enough detail to get you started in the right direction. Just list the top level steps or tasks you must do to reach your goal, and then get started on the first task. Every plan is inherently imperfect because no one can predict the future, and all plans take place in the future. Most plans are filled with optimistic assumptions, causing the plan to change once the reality of the situation reveals itself. So don't waste too much time planning, just enough to get started, because something that is likely to change once you get into the future cannot be planned at the beginning when you start. Proposition 1. People have told you that the harder you plan, the less difficult the work. I believe that that's only true up to a point. You only need a plan enough to get started. He who considers too much will perform too little. Von Schiller. There is danger in delay. Life is a moving target. It may not be there when you arrive. Every action plants a seed. Tom Morris. A good plan will make the difference between success and failure, but your plan doesn't have to be perfect to get started. You can perfect your plan as you go. A good plan gives you direction, the step-by-step actions you need to take, and also builds your confidence of reaching your destination. Unfortunately, too many people overplan and underact. Planning and acting must be balanced. So I suggest that you plan, then act, correct the plan, take action again, and repeat. Proposition 2. Plan just enough to get started, but beware, over-planning only leads to delay. What you need to know, you can learn along the way. There's a famous quote, whose author I do not know. Fire, ready, aim, which means act, and then find out what you hit, and then aim again. The sooner you get started, the sooner you arrive. Over-planning just delays the start and the finish. You can never know as much at the beginning of a journey as you will learn along the way. You only need to know enough at the beginning of the journey to launch yourself in the right direction. Then, you can plan as you go, always focused on the next right step. When you know the next right step, take it without delay, and use what you learn to plan and execute the next right step. Proposition 3. Consistent action signals commitment to yourself and others. Little actions build momentum and signals confidence. Success is just a matter of taking many small actions one after another. Action builds enthusiasm, motivation, and resolve. I recommend that you decide in advance to enjoy every action step you take and resolve to learn from each one. Once you have sufficiently good plan to get started, then start without delay. Continue to plan and adjust after each action step until you reach your destination. Plan as you go, but make sure you get started early before hesitation starts in. My final message: develop a decent plan and then commence learning as you go. Don't be so eager to get started until you have at least a baseline plan. Then you can fill in the details as in your plan as you go. The goal will actually teach you what you need to do to achieve it. So get started early with a notional plan, Learn what you don't know on the go and continue to update your plan based on what you learn along the way. That's all for now. Remember to stay positive. You'll be happier, healthier, and live longer.